morning. Good morning, everyone. So last class lo we already discussed about single proportion and the related problems and differences of proportion and related problem. Already discussed. Then today we are going to discuss about test for standard deviation. Test for single standard deviation. Test for single standard deviation. So here, let x1 comma x2 comma so on xn are small n number of observations drawn from the population having the mean mu and variance sigma square. So here let us consider x1 comma x2 comma so on xn or small n number of observations drawn from the population having the mean mu and variance sigma square. So expectation of xi is equal to mu, variance of xi is equal to sigma square, sample size is equal to small n, and we know that expectation of S is equal to, we can write sigma, and variance of S is equal to sigma square by 2n is from the sampling variance distribution. And step 2, define h naught of sigma equal to sigma naught. That means there is no significant differences. There is no significant differences between the population standard deviation, and h1 is sigma not equal to sigma naught. There is a significance differences between the population standard deviation is the outlet of the single standard deviation, and Step 3. Step 3 వచ్చేసి for all samples the sample standard deviation S follows the normal distribution 0, 1. The test statistics Z test is given by Z is equal to mod of S minus expectation of S by standard deviation of S follows the normal distribution 0, 1. Consider expectation of X, so expectation of S. You can write directly, we have a formula. Expectation of S is the sigma, and standard deviation of sigma is equal to under root of variance of S, and we can write under root of sigma square by 2n, and sigma by under root of 2n is the standard deviation of sigma. Finally, you can write the test statistics will become Z test equal to S minus expectation of S by standard deviation of S follows the normal distribution 0, 1, and Z of S minus expectation of sigma by under root of 2n follows the normal distribution 0, 1 is the formula to test the single standard deviation. And conclusion, step 4. Step 4 వచ్చేసి you can write if Z calculated value is less than or equal to Z table value, so we accept the null hypothesis H0. Otherwise, we reject null hypothesis H0 and we accept alternative hypothesis H1 is the conclusion. And the related problem. A random sample of size 50 have standard deviation 11.8 drawn from a normal population. Can we assume that the sample has been drawn from the population standard deviation 10. So ఇక్కడ క్లియర్ గా మెన్షన్ చేసిండు random sample of size ఒక sample యొక్క size వచ్చేసి 50 and ఆ sample యొక్క related standard deviation 11.8 and drawn from the normal population can we assume that the sample has been drawn from the population standard deviation 10. Population standard deviation mention చేసిండు, sample standard deviation mention చేసిండు and sample యొక్క size కూడా మెన్షన్ చేసిండు. క్లియర్ గా మనకి అక్కడ sample standard deviation మెన్షన్ చేసినారంటే కంప్లీట్లీ సింగిల్ స్టాండర్డ్ డీవియేషన్ టెస్ట్ ఫర్ సింగిల్ స్టాండర్డ్ డీవియేషన్ అని క్లియర్ గా ఐడెంటిఫై చేయొచ్చు, ఎందుకంటే రిలేటెడ్ టు స్టాండర్డ్ డీవియేషన్. సో ఒకవేళ అక్కడ మనకు శాంపుల్ అండ్ మీన్ మెన్షన్ చేస్తే అది టెస్ట్ ఫర్ సింగిల్ మీన్ అవుతుంది. అక్కడ స్టాండర్డ్ డీవియేషన్ మెన్షన్ చేసింది కాబట్టి టెస్ట్ ఫర్ సింగిల్ స్టాండర్డ్ డీవియేషన్ గా ఐడెంటిఫై అవుతుంది. So here step 1, problem number 1. Step 1 వచ్చేసి small n is equal to 50, s is equal to 11.8, sample standard deviation and population. Sample standard deviation s is equal to 11.8, population standard deviation sigma is equal to here mentioned 10, and step 2 క్లియర్ గా మనం మెన్షన్ చేశారు, define h naught of sigma equal to 10. The sample drawn from the population, that is the sample drawn from the population h1 of sigma not equal to 10, that is the sample not drawn from the population. Step 3, step 3 వచ్చేసి for large sample the sample standard deviation s follow the normal distribution 0, 1 And here the test statistics Z test is given by Z is equal to mod of S minus sigma by under root of 2n, follow the normal distribution 0, 1. So ఇక్కడ we know about S value, we know about sigma value, we know about small n value. Directly we can take Z. The S value is 11.8 and sigma value is 10 and 10 under root of 2 into 50. One point 8 by 10 by 100 into 50, 100. 1.8 and 10 by 10. Finally, Z calculated value is 1.8. At the 5% of levels of significance, Z table value is 1.96. So Z calculated less than or equal to Z table value. The condition has been proved. So here conclusion, Z calculated value is less than Z table value. So we accept null hypothesis H0. The result of this test is the sample is drawn from the population standard deviation. Test for differences of standard deviation. Test for differences of standard deviation. So here let x1 comma x2 comma let x1 comma x2 comma so on x n1 or n1 number of observations drawn from the population having the mean mu1 and variance sigma 1 square. And another sample from the another population. Let y1 comma y2 comma so on yn2 are the sample size n2, number of observations drawn from the population having the mean mu2 and variance sigma 2 square. And here step 1. Sample 1, sample 2. So here expectation of x is equal to mu1, variance of x is equal to sigma square, sigma 1 square, and sample size n1, sample mean x bar is equal to 1 by n1 summation xi, and sample variance s square equal to 1 by n1 summation xi minus x bar whole square. Expectation of y is equal to mu2, variance of y is equal to sigma 2 square, sample size equal to n2, sample mean y bar is equal to 1 by n2 summation yi, sample variance s square is equal to 1 by n2 summation yi minus y bar whole square. Thank you. Remaining class next.